Hey, Wyatt's from Greensboro, North Carolina.
There we go. We are recording, and I am doing a post of the Clearbrock Professional installation on the 2016 K1600GTL Exclusive. And I had a commenter on the video ask if I could do an after to kind of show what it looks like after all the bubbles settle down and all that good stuff. It's been really cloudy and rainy here in Illinois the last few days, so it hasn't spent much time out in the sun. I did the video on a Saturday. I did sit out in the sun on Sunday, but that was it. It's been in the garage the rest of the week, and here we are on Wednesday. So this is kind of the stand back view. I am recording this on a new Sena Prism camera. It has no viewfinder on it, so I'm just holding this in my hand. We'll see how this looks. And so this is the left side, and I'm going to come in a little bit closer now, and I'm using this side because this is the side that's in the sun. If there's blemishes, you should be able to see it. The sun's going down behind a house and a tree, so hopefully it'll stick with us for just a few minutes for the duration of the video. But there's the upper fairing and the lower fairing, or the upper side of the upper fairing and the lower side of the upper fairing. Look completely flawless to me. I don't see a single blemish on those. They look great, and those were pretty straightforward to put on. Remember, they had the wrap underneath. That wrap is all great. It adheres really nice. I don't see any issues in that at all. On the lower fairing, remember we have a strip that goes along the top of the upper fairing and then along the front edge. If you look really close right in here, you can see the line where the protectant is on. But other than that, I don't see any bubbles or flaws in that either. Going to the lower belly pan, hard to see because it's down in the shadow and it's pretty low and down there. But as I look at that, which is essentially is this area, down through the bottom, I don't see anything in there. You got a little bit of a reflection off the engine guard that may look like a blemish to you, but it's not. It's just a sun reflection. Right up here above the light, there's a tiny little fleck, but it's very small. And I have a feeling that area is going to get beat up and dirty anyway. You're going to hit a lot of rocks down there. On my 2013, that lower belly pan did get quite a few nicks in them. So that looks good as well. Coming up to the tank area, and this was probably the most difficult piece. This was the big single piece that went along the top, wrapped around in the back, and then came back down in the lower knee area. And what I see here on this left side is I've got a couple really what are wrinkles, not really even bubbles. Areas in the material where I did something, either pushed on it too hard or pulled or did something, and actually stretched the material just a little bit too much. So that's what I see on that side. The pannier on the left side, again, completely flawless. Remember, 3 pieces went on there. It looks great. If you get up close in there, right, looks awesome. I'm going to go around to the right side now. You might not be able to see it as well because of the sun is not right on this side. We're in a shadow over here. So this looks really nice as well. I do have a single bubble right here. I'll come back and I'll hit that with a hat pin or the point of a razor blade and rub that, and that single one will come right out. Alright, so I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I went and took the very tip of a razor blade, poked right into the center of that bubble that I talked about on the right pannier. It was right on the front here. And then I took my microfiber cloth and just rubbed back and forth on it just a tiny little bit. And you'll notice that that bubble is gone. So any kind of bubbles that you've got, that's the procedure you can follow to get them right out. As long as they're not too big. If you make them really big, the size of, maybe twice the size of a pinhead, and you try to rub them, they will fold and they'll cause a flap of material there. So they can't be too big. But tiny little ones will come right out. On the right side of the tank, again, I've got a couple stretch marks and one bubble that I see. Other than that, looks pretty good. The right side fairing, lower fairing here, I'm feeling it because it's really hard to see in the shadow. Yeah, right there I've got a tiny little speck, and that's actually something under the finish. It's not a bubble. I can feel it. It's a speck of dust or dirt or something like that. You can, when you feel them, you can tell the difference. Bubbles kind of squish when you push on them. The dirt or the dust do not. They feel like a hard little grain of sand under there. So that's what I've got on that side. And then the upper fairing looks flawless to me. So for the time I spent, I didn't do the fender. So front fender also, all right? Looks really good as well. I don't see anything in there. So for the amount of time I spent on it versus a professional install, I'm really happy with how it came out. If I really needed to and I was really unhappy with this, and we'll see how this kind of works up over time, if I sit it in the sun, some of these stretch marks may heat up and come out on their own. But if they don't, I can call the manufacturer or email them and have them just send me out those two pieces and redo those two pieces. It'd probably be about $50. I'm still going to come out ahead of that game. So remember to subscribe. Touring America. Check out the blog, check out the Facebook page, and post any questions you have below. Have a good one.
Down the street.